What is going on, everyone? My name is LittleMarMan. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to yet another one of my videos. Now, of course, just before we get into today's topic, which is, of course, another zombies topic, I just want to say you may see a few sort of changes around and about on the channel over the next few days. That's because I'm bringing in a lot of new ideas, and it's time to, I don't know, I just feel it's time to sort of kick the channel up a notch and sort of strive to sort of the potential, whatever the potential is, and just try to be the best YouTuber I can. So do keep an eye out for those changes as well. And of course, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you followed me on Twitter, because I'm extremely active there, and I just really enjoy just talking to you guys, interacting with you guys, and messaging you guys and stuff, and just talking about zombies and talking about games, talking about life, pretty much anything like that. So if you haven't already, do follow me on Twitter. And without further ado, today it is another episode of Everything You Need to Know About Zombies, the one series on YouTube where we go totally in depth on each and every aspect of the zombie storyline. We do characters, we do maps, we cover your questions, we cover zombie theories, we bunk and debunk sort of theories, and we even answer some of the unanswered questions which the community divides itself into answering. So today it is sort of a topical thing, and it was also a question one of you guys submitted. Basically, it's sort of explain the Mob of the Dead loop. What is the Mob of the Dead loop, and is it anyway relevant to our sort of timeline loop with Samantha and Origins? Well, first of all, it has nothing to do with the Origins timeline. Sort of, it's not nothing really. It's sort of it's speed bump on the main timeline, but as soon as Samantha sort of travels back in time, and like it has nothing to do with that. Like the loop is on the main timeline, and when it corrects itself, the line continues. So it's pretty much its own individual loop, and you can basically say that it never happened, because that's the way the main timeline goes, as if it didn't happen. But it is going to play a big role in Shadows of Evil, that is clear, but we just have to figure out sort of the Easter egg on that map, and I will be probably the first to update you on that. But yeah, so I'm going to explain the Mob of the Dead loop and what they mean by sort of the loop, and I'm going to sort of talk about the Easter egg and stuff. So obviously our Mob of the Dead sort of map and our crew are in the time of around the 1930s, around 1934, 1933, 1933, 1934, I should have said that way. But basically we have Sal, we have Finn, we have the Weasel, and of course we have Bill. Now they were all imprisoned on Alcatraz Island. This is just a bit of background, and sort of Arlington is the Weasel, just in case I refer to him as either. Basically, the Weasel devised a plan to escape the actual sort of Alcatraz Island, but they sort of aborted it, and Sal, Billy and Finn were all angry at him for aborting this idea and sort of not following through with it, because like they were in for a long time. These guys were in for a long time because obviously they like Sal had sort of a mob going on, and they were in for a long time because they were obviously convicted with terrible crimes. Like, remember, Alcatraz Island was the place for the worst of the worst. These guys were in for a long time, so pretty much like an escape sounded way better to them than serving their whole life in prison. On the night of December 31st, 1933, Sal, Billy and Finn all took their sort of devastation, their frustration, their anger, and sort of lured Arlington onto the roof and attacked him, and then left him to bleed to death. Now, about 3 weeks later, for the murder of sort of with the Weasel, the three were sentenced to death by electric chair, and they were all killed on the morning of January 19th, 1934. Obviously about 3 weeks later. But after their death sentence, they were sent back in time to the night of December 31st, in an alternate sort of universe or alternate iteration of Alcatraz prison, which has been inhabited by zombies and a guard by the name of Brutus. And if you were to pinpoint it, this is when we start playing our map. Now, when we are playing a map, our aim is to complete the Easter egg, our aim is to escape, our aim is to sort of build the plane, escape, get over to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then sort of start packet punching, and of course, well then we head our way back. Now, we head our way back, and that is sort of the key to this sort of loop. We are looped right back. There is no escaping from Alcatraz Island. These guys, there's no way out. We try to escape, and then you're sent right back, and you have to try to escape again. Now, a key fact to know is when our crew were sent back, when Sal, Billy and Finn were sent back to Mob of the Dead, when Weasel is still alive. They have no recollection, they have no memory of actually killing him. Maybe they have the sort of an essence of a memory to plan to kill him, but they never actually follow through with it. They don't know that they followed through with it, and they think that this is just hell, or this is just the prison, and everyone's left them, and they're stuck there on their own. And after sort of heading to the Golden Gate Bridge and doing it a few times or whatever, completing the Easter egg, the mobsters learn that in reality, they're all dead. This is hell. This isn't life. And Sal, Billy and Finn once again set out to kill Arlington. And if they do, the cycle continues. It continues to loop. But if Arlington sort of defeats them, then Arlington goes free. The Weasel is set free. And this is where Shadows of Evil plays. A lot of people are talking about the Weasel actually having some sort of place in Shadows of Evil. Because remember, if you sort of do this, the Weasel is still alive and the other three are dead. So the loop is basically, if our crew continue to kill Arlington like they did originally, the loop continues. If sort of Arlington or the Weasel defeats them, the loop stops. So we are assuming the loop stops and we continue on with our timeline. That is basically the Mob of the Dead loop. Let me know if you have any questions. This hopefully has been straightforward enough. If you have any questions, do comment them down in the comment section below. I reply to pretty much all comments. And if you haven't seen the rest of this series, I highly recommend checking it out. That has been pretty much it, guys. I will talk to you all later. Hope you all have an amazing day. Once again, peace out. Thanks for watching.